Go, I'm in a class. Go, leave me. Go and tell your dad to come. Hello.
Baby. Just say baby. Baby.
Hello, everyone. Let me know if you can hear me. You can drop a comment to the comment section. And this is a link to collaborators. If you want to go live with me, the link in the comment section. Number 2, Jacqueline. Hi. Uzezi. Hello. Hi, guys. Agber Valov. Agber Valov. Hello. Celia. Hello. Chelsea. Hello. Adin. Hello, guys. Hello. If you want to join me in this live, there's a link I just dropped in the comment section. Please use the link to join. Okay. Taylor. Hello, guys. You're welcome. So while we wait for others to join, how are you doing? Where are you watching from? I'm so happy to have everyone today. So some people have been asking, is this class real? Is it real? Now you can see me. It's real. We choose that, okay? It's real. So now you can see me. Okay? Hi everyone. You're welcome. Martha, Uganda, wow, you're welcome. Celia, Abuja, you're welcome. Chelsea from Zimbabwe, you're welcome. Zimbabwe. We have a lot of other African countries, people from other African country. Okay, Jacqueline, I'm adding you to the studio. You're welcome. So you guys are welcome. Just a few minutes so that others can join. I don't want to start and people are just joining. Let me send a message in the group. People are just joining. You guys are welcome. Welcome, everyone. You are welcome. Madu, okay, we're just doing some shout outs. Madu, you're welcome. Adding visual vibes, welcome. The video is blank. Are you saying I am blank? Diana from Uganda, wow. Monica from Zimbabwe, you're welcome. I am fair, hello. Mercy Asebu, good evening. So just one quick question I'm asking that I've been getting. Is this training free? It is 100% free. You see everything you see on the WhatsApp group, the outline that I've posted, What I said I'll be teaching is what I'll teach you from the beginning to the end. Everything I've stated here. Example, what is a virtual assistant, different types of virtual assistants and niches, administrative and data entry task, Google Docs for documents, Google Sheet for data entry and tracking, Microsoft Excel, Zoom for virtual meetings, Google Drive for file storage, email communication, tools virtual assistant use, so on and so forth. We are all going to learn this and more. We're even going to learn about operating system. If you watch, we had a cohort one. You guys are not the first set. You are for this year. I've been doing this for the past 3 years, so you guys are not the first cohort. You're not the but you are second for 2026. Hello, collaborators. Now, if you're a collaborator, if you're not in a good spot, please turn off your camera. Okay? I've had a situation where I had one class and someone was not properly dressed and she didn't know her camera was on. So that made me delete that video. So please, if you're a collaborator, you must be well dressed if you want to turn on your camera. Now, the reason why you're a collaborator is that remember that we're live streaming. I could be focused on what I'm teaching and I wouldn't know if people are seeing my screen or not. So your job is to help if people are hearing me or seeing my screen. So your main job here is to help me identify when people can't hear me or when my screen is not being visible, because most people here are going to be sending messages which I may not be able to read while I am busy. So the link is here. You can join if you want to be a collaborator. Just scroll up. I've posted the link there. Eniola, you're welcome. Precious, you're welcome. Ebenezer, you're welcome. Vanessa, you're welcome. Rotimi, Mercy, you're welcome. Okay, so you all are welcome to the class. So we will start. Let's just give others the next 2 minutes just for people to join. Once it's 8:10, we are starting. Okay. Just to make sure people are seeing this link and turn off the comments in the group, because more comments, the more people are not really seeing what we're doing. Okay. Okay. So let me know if you can see my screen. I am sharing my screen now so that I can start. You are all welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. So at the end of this training, you are going to have every skill that a virtual assistant requires in order to get a remote job. Okay. Just to clarify, this class, someone was asking me, are you giving job? Are you doing? No, I'm not giving this class. Okay? So the essence of this class is for you to acquire the skills that you need in order to get foreign clients, clients from the US, clients from the UK, clients from all over the world, in order to work for them. So that is the essence of this class. No one is, my own is to show you, equip you with these skills, and also show you how to get this client. Okay, so this is what people pay thousands of naira for, what people pay a lot of money to gain, but you are having it free. So like I said, once it's 10 minutes past, we are starting. Okay, once it's 10 minutes past, we are starting. I'm at a stage. I'm adding people to the stage. Okay, so it is time. Let me know if you can see my screen. Hello, Ejiro, you're welcome. Essencia from Zimbabwe, you are highly, highly, highly welcomed. Okay. Okay, so let me know if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay.
Okay.
People in the cohort one, a lot of people say, "Oh, your screen is too." Okay, so what's your screen is too small? It's too this. We can't see it. I hope you guys can see it properly. So, before I start, I want to especially welcome everyone here. I'm so glad to have you here. Okay, so a little introduction about myself. My name is Marilinda Barog. I am a Nigerian, and I'm from a state called Anambra State in Nigeria. I'm a mother of three. I have three kids. I'm married, and my journey began as a virtual assistant when after I had my second child. So there's what we call youth service in Nigeria. I had finished my youth service, like I was pregnant during youth service, and I finished my youth service while pregnant. I just left school and I got married. I didn't even have the time to like job hunt, as a single lady. It was just after service I got married, and I was pregnant during the youth service. What we call youth service in Nigeria is what you do after your school, after your university. So I had I was pregnant during service, and I put to bed during service. So throughout that youth service year, I was nursing a baby and also doing I was deployed to a PPA. That's a place where you teach or you do anything that you've been assigned to do. So after that, I had my second child, no space to do anything. Then after my second child, I was tired of staying at home. I needed something to do in order to make my own money because right from school days, I have never been. No, you are not late, Nicholas. Naki, you're not late. Elizabeth, you're not late. So I needed something to do. I can't just because I had big dreams before having my kids. So I set up and got a job. Now before then, what is called a very I don't know whether to use the word inquisitive or anything. That's my kind of person. I wasn't at home doing nothing. Sometimes I bought materials and I sold during my youth service. I did some other side things, but I needed something to give me more money. So after my second child, I was fed up with staying at home because it's not easy, and all of that. So I was feeling like powerless. I was feeling as if I had nothing to offer, just staying and taking care of kids and all of that. Being someone that has been active before marriage, it affected me. So I set out, I got a job. Now that job is required me to come without my child. So my first child had already started schooling. Then my other son, he was just 7 months, 4 months old, 5 months old. So I put him in a daycare, in like a daycare. Then one day I came back, I picked up my son, and he's always sleepy and feeling weak. I looked at him, I wasn't happy. Something was telling me inside that these kids, they may be giving them, sleeping medicine or something. I thought to myself that this is not the kind of life I want for my kid in as much as I wanted to get something doing. So I started, while doing that, my tech journey started. Now, the only idea I wanted was something that I can do from home and still take care of my kids, like still have my eyes over my kids. That was the first thing. So what I'm trying to say is that everything begins with your thought. That's the first place. My thought was something to do from home. I was so fascinated with anything computer. Although before then, during secondary school, I had done computer appreciation. So I had a knowledge. I know how to, basic operation of computer. I had that knowledge. So I said, no, let me go. I was already fascinated. Then during that process, I started digital marketing. I started learning digital marketing, started learning WordPress. I designed websites. I had my own website that you can log into and buy recharge card and all of that. So I started with that, and along the line, that job stopped. Okay, so when the job stopped, that was the force I needed. That was where I had the time to fully go into tech. Then I had already acquired digital marketing skills. Then online, one day I was reading online and I came across virtual assistant training. Now I paid a lot of money to be part of that training, but you are lucky to be here. You are lucky to have it free of charge. So I want to tell you not to take it for granted. So the first thing here was my thought. I wanted this and I got it. And I went for it. Now, all of us has that same thought. Excuse me, just wanted to take a screenshot of, so all of us has that thought. Now, the first thing was that thought. It was not just all about the thought. With the thought you are in this class, everyone in this class had that thought, and that is why you are here. But I want to let you know that in this training, with my experience all over the years, every training, there are three groups of people. Remember, the first thing is the thought. That is why you are here. People that are not from Nigeria, I hope my English is understandable. I hope you can hear me clearly. I hope you can understand me, okay? Because I know we have people from other African countries, not just Nigeria. I don't have issues with people from Nigeria because they all understand my accent and whatever it is. But if you're not from Nigeria, please let me know in the comment section if my English is, clear enough. We are not originally English people, so we speak it the way we understand. Okay, so let me know if you can. So the first thing was your thought process. For any change to begin, thought is the first thing that comes in. It starts from your thinking, and that was what started for me, my thinking. And all of us here has had that thought. But I want you to know that that thought is not enough. Thinking is not enough. Now, every training that I have done in the past, and even the ones we just finished, there are three groups of people. I want to tell you about these people. Group one is they register but barely attend. Okay? Okay, Monica said she can understand me. That's great. People register, a lot of people registers for this class, but they barely attend. Do you understand? Now, the second group of people is they attend till the end, but never practice or apply whatever they have learned. Then the third group of people is they attend, they practice, they complete assignments, they apply for jobs and get results. And that was what happened in the last cohort. A lady in the third group did this, applied and got promoted. Like someone needed an accountant. They needed an accountant. The accountant was sick. She was in another department, admin department. The accountant was sick. But because she displayed her Google Sheet skills, that's her data entry skill, which was what we learned, she has never done it before. But this free class gave her that opportunity to be upgraded. Okay. Okay, thank you. Vanessa said my English is clear. Thank you. So it gave her that opportunity to be upgraded. She instantly got promoted to that other department from what she learned free of charge. Now, people are surprised that this class is free. Yes, it is free. But whatever price that will be attached to it depends on how you make use of it. So I've told you guys the three sets of people that are here and that we, in fact, I will encounter till the end of this class. So what do I want to say? I've told you people, the lady who belonged to the group three, she got her result. So I want to ask you, I want you to ask yourself, what group do I belong to? What group do I want to belong to? Remember your thought first. Now you decide what group you want to belong to. So that is what is going to be your force, your driving force in this class. And the best thing to do is to belong to group three. I don't pray for group one for you or group two, but group three. For the there's this Bible verse that says that whatever you find your hands doing, do it with what? Who can complete that verse? Do it with all your might. Okay, there's a reason why you start something and you should finish it. Don't just be a starter, but be a finisher. Now, this is not just an introductory section, but this is the first time. This is the first class we are having. Someone is asking, how long does this class? Just 2 hours. Each day we have class. We're going to be having classes 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays for the next 2 weeks. But this is the first class, so that is why we are starting here. Now, what do I want to talk about here? Motivation is like the thought you had. The thought you have attending these classes, you are motivated. But I want you to know that motivation is not enough. Everyone here is motivated today, but motivation is not going to pull you through. What is going to pull you through is consistency. Okay, consistency changes everything you see you are going to be doing and all of that. Consistency means just showing up. Okay, even when you are tired, even when you don't feel like, you are showing up consistently when nobody's checking. That is consistency. So what you need in this class is a consistent spirit, a consistent approach to whatever we are doing here. I know why I'm taking time to talk about this section, because as a teacher, somehow you're a psychologist. So I am trying to tell you the traits and characters I have seen. Even during my own training, while I trained, mine was over thousands. There was nobody to talk to you physically like this. Okay, we were thousands, but at the end of the day, only few. And I'm glad to be among those. And if I had not been in the group three, remember group one, two, and three, if I had not been in group three, I wouldn't be here to teach you. So I want you to know that whatever you are learning today may not just be for you. It could be for people, other people, touching people's life. I know the kind of prayers I've received. Even someone, the lady that got that job, she sent me money, but this was the class that she got free. Okay, I never expected that. But she did it out of her good will. That's to show you how happy she is. So, what am I trying to say? Whatever you are doing may not just be for yourself, it could be for others. Now, the financial aspect of this training could benefit even your family. Most of us here could have one or two needs for money. Okay, so take it serious. Now, what else am I trying to show you guys? So this is one of the ways that consistency matters, even when you are not sure. Please keep showing up. Now, I have a pledge, okay, a student pledge. Now, you can repeat this wherever you are. You can start with me, repeat this pledge. Those in collaborators, you can unmute yourself and speak, even if you don't want your camera to be on. I just want you to pledge to yourself. Make this pledge to yourself tonight. I pledge to take this free class seriously.
I pledge to
Please,
take this
if you're love, please, please. Okay, I think I'm the one echoing. Sorry, love. Sort of. Is anyone playing the video or something? Please mute yourself. Why are we echoing? I can hear myself. Jacqueline, it was you. You are kind of you left your mic on and everything was just echoing back. So number one is I pledge to take this class, free class seriously. I pledge to attend consistently. Please repeat this wherever you are. I pledge to complete every assignment because I don't just teach, I keep assignments. You are going to be practical. This is a practical class. I pledge to practice what I learn daily. I pledge not to disappear halfway. Not disappear halfway. I pledge to apply for opportunities with confidence. I pledge to become part of the group that gets results. So now that you have made this pledge to yourself, keep to your pledge. Okay? Keep to it, and don't go back on your words and all of that. So now let's look at what a skill is. What is really skill? Hmm? A skill is not just what you hear in class. It is not notes in a notebook or videos watched once. A skill is what you can confidently do without guidance. Okay? That's what skill is. It is the ability developed through repetition. A skill is the ability you develop through repetition. What I mean by repetition, when you practice and practice and practice, you take that skill. It becomes a skill for you. Okay. So skill is just what clients pay for. Okay. They pay for your skills because you can deliver results, not just because you have that skill, but because you can deliver results. Okay. So companies hire virtual assistants for competence, reliability, and outcome. How are skills built? Skills grow when you practice immediately, repeat tasks, correct mistakes, ask questions, and take assignments seriously. Please ask questions. Ask questions. Now that you know what skill is, one final division I want to give to skill is what you give in exchange for money. So what you have come here to do is acquire a skill that can enable you make money. Do you guys understand? Now I want to share something with you. Let me take you from the beginning, from the end. I want to show you the end product of what you are learning. Okay, I'll stop sharing my screen because I needed to put some password in here. I want to show you a platform called Upwork. I want to show you jobs. I want to take you from the ending, like, when someone already sees their ending, like you are born today and you are able to see your beginning, you're able to know how long you are going to live. That's what I want to show you now. I want to show you what you are training to become. I want to show you why I am training you. I hope you guys can hear me. I hope you can understand me. And how is the class for you so far? Am I making sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so it's opening. I'm going to share my screen very soon once it opens, and I will show you. Let me show you your ending from your beginning. Okay. So as this is opening, you are making sense. Thank you. I pledge to practice what I learned daily. Thank you. Chia Sarah. Thank you. Eniola Akelo. Thank you. Uzizia. Thank you. Martha Skekalala. Thank you. Franca Emeka Mercy Asebu. Thank you, Mercy. So I am sharing my screen now so that you guys can see. Now, one of the things, let me tell you guys the truth. My driving force, I don't know for you, but I don't want poverty in my life. I don't want to experience it. I don't know for you. We all have a driving force. In fact, one thing you're going to do today, go down and write your driving force. Look at that again. Let it drive you every day. Let it be the reason you are showing up. Okay? So can you guys see my screen now? Now I want to show you guys something. Can you guys see this screen now? Nation. Okay. I want to show you guys something. This is Upwork. How many of us has heard about this platform before? How many of us? Upwork is an international platform. I started my journey on Upwork. Upwork has been amazing to me. Before I forget, I am a top-rated Upwork virtual assistant. Not just a virtual assistant. I specialized. Okay, I become an AI automation specialist and a CRM specialist. All started from being a virtual assistant, just the way we are here. That's how I started. And then along the line, I upgraded and added other skills to my portfolio. So, guys, look at this job. Can you guys see my screen? Let me open it. Each and every one of us here, it's from most of us from Africa. I don't know if we have other continent, but I'm very sure of Africa. Most of us here know what a dollar can do to our currencies. We are in a continent that dollar is always gaining strength, gaining against our current local currencies. We should not be, but that's kind of what we find ourselves in. And I hope one day we will make a change as Africans. I hope one day we'll do something to change our lives. We'll do something to change how our countries are. So look at here now. It says virtual administrative assistant. This is a job, one of the jobs that you're going to be applying for. Okay, this is a real job. Like nothing is fake here. It's a job posted by a client. If you look at this client location, he is in United States, Greenville. Greenville. Okay, so let's take a look at this job, what it entails. I'm just showing your ending from your beginning. You are training in this class so that at the end of the day, you can be able to apply to this kind of jobs. Okay, can you guys see it? Now, they say they need a concrete fixer. Okay, concrete fixer is a growing family-owned business. They usually tell you a little about their business. Okay, in concrete repair, leveling, blah blah blah. Job description. Let's go to the job description. Okay, we are seeking a detailed oriented virtual administrative assistant to support our day-to-day operations remotely. Okay, So most importantly, you are learning to work remotely. Okay, we're still going to come to what remotely and all of that is. So this involves wearing multiple hats with a primary focus on administrative auditing within our systems, outbound customer communications, um okay, and ensuring all protocols are followed. You assist with the internal team coordination and ad hoc tasks like social media editing with a deep knowledge, blah 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 blah. Let's just go to the requirements. They just need a high school diploma or equivalent in Nigeria. Secondary school, you are okay. So you don't even need a university degree. That is why you are here. Every beginner can do this. Tech savvy with experience in CRM, proficiency in learning new technology, and all of that. Strong multitasking abilities. These are very simple requirements, which I'm going to be teaching here. Now, let's go to the main part here. Preferred qualification. Proficiency in Microsoft Excel and Google Workspace. In brackets, Google Workspace. I am going to take you through the entire Google Workspace in this training. Okay? So this was one of the things that that lady used to get that job. So Google Workspace, don't worry. I'm just trying to show you what I'm training you in order to become. What you after the training, you'll be able to apply for this kind of jobs. You see the requirements here, Google Workspace, you are already there. Custom administrative experience in virtual role, skill in social media editing. So I'm just trying to show you what you are going to be able to do at the end of this training. Now let's look at the juicy part, the most part that I like. I'm what is called I'm an Igbo woman in Nigeria. You know, they say we like money, Nigerians like money. Yes, yes, I like it. This is the juiciest, this is the way I want to hear if I'm looking at anything now. So, how much are you going to be paid for this role? Now, let's look at it. Now, it says, look here. I hope you guys can see my screen very well.
Yes, ma.
You guys can see it. Okay. So now, can you see more than 30 hours a week? That's what you're required to work for. So if you divide 30 by 5 in a week, you are certainly going to get 6 hours every day. So you are working for 6 hours every day. That's a great thing for you. Now, what does this do for you? 6 hours every day. If you start by 8 in the morning, although they are time buried, so you may be starting by 12, 1, that should be around their morning. I hope you guys know there are different time zones. We are still going to come to time zones. Just like this class, some people are 10, their time now is 10 p.m. after 10:30. While we were in Nigeria, we are like African. I think the difference is always 2 hours highest. But if you're working for US and all of that, some are 6 hours behind you. They're mostly behind, 6 hours behind. So let's do this calculation. 30 divided by 5, you are getting 6 hours daily. So you're going to be working for 6 hours every day. So if you start by 8 a.m., let's take for instance, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1 to 2 p.m., you are done. So kids close by from school by 3, you have the time. There's flexibility. That's one of the flexibility that comes with working remotely. You have time to go pick up kids from school, prep them when they come back. You have this time, this freedom. Even if you have little kids that have not started schooling, because you are working, so you may still need someone to take care of them. Now, one of the advantages is that you are there, you are present at home, so they can't do any rubbish with your kids. Unlike when you leave your kids entirely in the house, go to work, you don't know what is happening, but you are there, even if you're not the one, maybe changing their diaper, because you are working actually, but the difference is that you're working remotely. So let's do the calculation. Now we have gotten how many hours a week you're going to be working for this job, which is 6 hours daily. Now, what is the hourly pay? They are willing to pay you $6.50 or to $7.50 per hour of doing this job. So what does it mean by per hour? Let's use $7 as an example, which is what they are going to pay as well. So for every hour that you work, you earn $7. I'm a Nigerian. Today, a dollar is like about 1,420. I don't know your currency. You can do the conversion. If I have the time, I do it for you, but you can do it. It's pretty much simple to do. Okay? It's simply much very simple to do. So let's do it 7 times. Remember, $7 times 6 hours a day. So in a day, you are earning $42. Now, 42 times, let me that is 1,420. So I am using Nigerian currency. You are earning 59,640 naira. 59,000 in a day. That's what you're making in a day. So 59 times A week, let's do it times 7. So in a week, you're making a 417,000, then times 4 in a month. This is 1.6, 1.5 million. Please bear in mind that this varies. Whatever you earn depends on your bargaining power. There are jobs that it will be $3 per hour, $5 per hour, 10. Now, if you want to earn more, 15, $20 per hour, you specialize, like AI automation, CRM management, which I also teach. But let's concentrate on the general virtual assistant. I'm starting with this skill because most of us are newbies here. Most of us are new in the tech world. So start. This is your foundation. See, whosoever that wants to work remotely, this class is a must. Whether you're a software engineer or whatever, we equip you. This is the foundation you need. This is what you need because these are general tools you need in order to work with a client because you are not seeing them physically. So whatever you're going to learn in this class is needed. So, what am I trying to say? It all depends on your bargaining power. Whatever you earn depends on your bargaining power. Some jobs are for three, even if it is 3 per hour. Let me tell you guys, even if it's a job of $3 per hour, you are going to be in nothing less than 500,000 a month, 600,000 naira a month. 300, some 400. These are things that even physical jobs cannot pay you. Teachers that are here, they know how much they earn. You are going to school in the morning, early in the morning, you come back in the evening. You can never get that. No school, I don't think there's any private school that pays any teacher more than 200 or 300,000, apart from those big boarding schools. Okay, so this is I don't know, those are from Ghana, Zimbabwe. Just do the conversion in your currency. $7 per hour times what your currency is. You know what that's times your like me, like $1 to naira is 1,000 something. So you do it with your currency and give us what it is in on the comment section what you've gotten. Okay. So, but I know it's a very big money in your currency. When I have time, for most of us that are here, I'll do the conversion for you. So, someone is asking, do I need to be on phone consistently for 6 hours, or I can break down the hours? You're a freelancer, 6 hours is 6 hours. Some of you will be logging your time. So, your laptop, your whatever you're using must be logged in to show that I don't think 6 hours is too much for you. After 6 hours, you get up, you are done. Some people work 4 hours, some work 3 hours, all depends. We'll still get down to that part. But for now, this is just is an example. Okay. Bear in mind, some people can earn lesser than this, some people can earn higher. But I'm trying to tell you that there is no remote job that you get. If you get a full-time virtual assistant job, the least you could be earning, if it's a foreign company, 300,000 naira per month. Okay, that's for naira. 300. I'll know what Ghanaian and Zimbabwe. Apologies for those that are from other African countries. Later I'll do your conversion and know what it is. Okay, so that's what you're going to be earning. It is worth it. It is more than worth it. So that's why I'm training you. I'm equipping you with these skills in order to work from home. So I'm just trying to show you your ending from your beginning if you take this class very serious. Now let's go to why we are here today. Okay, so why are we here today? Let me share the screen. So let's go to it. We all know what a skill is. We are here to acquire a skill that can make you earn in dollars. Now, so people can earn in euros, pounds. Upwork is not the only platform. There are other platforms which I'm going to be showing you guys as well. Okay, so let's get started. I hope you guys are feeling me. Una they feel me. Una they feel the class. We are going to learn pidgin, English pidgin today. If you're from Liberia, I know you can understand a bit of it. If you're from Ghana, I know Ghanaians can understand. Okay, do you understand? Like, are you flowing? Are you going with the flow? That's what I mean. Or they feel me. Do you understand what I am saying? Okay, in Zimbabwe, we can use. Oh, do you guys directly use that? In Zimbabwe, we can use the USD without converting to our currency. Like you guys use dollars in your country. Wow, that's wow. So okay, so roughly, let me give the full this thing. Okay, since they say they use dollar, so roughly in a month, if you are earning $7 per hour, in a day you are earning 7 times 6, you're earning $42 a day. Then in a week times 5, $210. in a week. Okay, so 210 times 4. So you can be earning like $840 in a month, $500, $600, $300, $400, and all of that. But it's saddening that Africa, we don't have a central currency. We are all using dollars to, very, very sad. But it's fine. We are all using dollars to make comparison to our currencies, but it is well. Okay. Okay. They say we dey feel you carry go. Yeah, we dey feel you. How do we do bargaining? Victoria said, "How do we do bargaining?" Every job you see posted has except there is no money attached to it. There's no pay per hour attached to it. You can bargain. For instance, your profile. Most people starting up, I advise you to make your profile $5 per hour at least, so that you can stand out competitively until you know you have moved forward and you know what you are. Like you've gained your ground, you can now increase it. Okay. I love Pigeon English. Martha. Oh, thank you, Martha. Where are you from? Please, your screen is tiny. Elera, Jesus. Guys, I want to call out somebody. Her name is Elera. This if I don't know, although uh she's what I call a punctual student. Elera, she was in cohort 1. Elera is I wanted to celebrate her on Facebook. Like each time I come online, like she's always there. I think she has a notification on for me each time I come online. I celebrate you, Elera. So you know my screen is tiny. Okay, let me increase it more. I hope it's better for you now. So let's move forward. This course is designed to introduce absolute beginners like you to virtual assistant work. So, what is a virtual assistant? Now, let's go to the main thing. You are training to become a virtual assistant. Never forget. Always remember what you're here for. So, a virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative. Ah, guys, I'll need to decrease this because some things are just hidden. Okay, 200 is fine. If it's tiny for you, just try to see. Okay, so a phone like this is, if your phone is straight like this, if you are watching with your phone, this is portrait. Try to make it landscape. I think put it on auto rotate or something like this. So it will be better for you. Okay. Landscape your phone like this. Okay. 200 is the least I can increase it, because if I do 250, I won't be able to see some things. As you can see, it's centralized now. So, a virtual assistant provides administrative, technical, or digital support to clients remotely using the internet. Virtual assistants work from home or any location outside a traditional office. Their role is to help businesses save time, reduce workload, and operate more efficiently without hiring full-time in-house staff. So, what do you mean by the word? Take note of the word remotely. Remotely, simply, dictionary definition of remotely is something that is situated away from the center of city or the center of attraction. What does it mean now? In this term, the city now, or the center of attraction, is an office, a physical office. Okay, but you are walking away from the physical office. That is remotely. You are not coming to the office. Remotely could mean you are working from your home. It could mean you're working from your business place, your shop. It could mean you're working from your village. It could be you're working from anywhere. But the main thing here is that you have no office or physical office building that you go to. Do we understand that? That is what remotely is. Okay? That is what it is. So you are working remotely. Take note of the term remotely. Virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, or digital support to clients remotely using the internet. Now, when we talk about administrative tasks, such as managing clients' emails, doing some basic data entry tasks, and all of that. Now, the idea here is that while you're a virtual assistant, is the same thing when you are a physical assistant to somebody, to a CEO, to a company, to whatever. You are, all those admin, people that do admin duties physically, okay? Those things you do, typing, data entry in a physical office. But in this aspect, You are rendering these services remotely. You are doing it online. Okay. You are not going to a physical office. That is what this whole thing means. Okay. Now, a virtual assistant, you could be a tech virtual assistant. When you are an AI automation specialist, you are a tech VA. Okay. So it spans your roles could span against all through administrative support, technical or digital support to clients. Now, I'm still going to go down more to explain something. Besides, it's okay like this. Melody Fred, um do we hand what? Do we hand out? I don't understand what you mean, but let's continue. So now that you've known who a virtual assistant is, please put that into your head. You are providing either administrative, technical, or digital support to clients remotely. That is who a virtual assistant is. Now, how did virtual assisting start? Virtual assistant began as businesses looked for flexible ways to delegate tasks. With the growth of the internet, cloud computing, and digital tools, companies realized they could hire skilled workers from anywhere in the world. Now, the development of the internet or the growth of the internet brought about different opportunities, and virtual assistant was one of them. Now, during the COVID pandemic, okay, remote work, the need for remote work increased. It accelerated, making virtual assistant a global necessity rather than an option. So people began to understand the need for virtual assistant during the pandemic. Offices were shut, no physical connection. Then they came to find out that actually people can work from home and deliver results. That was what made our value increase. People understood and they took note of that opportunity. Now, let me tell you one of the advantages why clients hire you, in case you don't know. Whatever I'm doing here is to build your confidence, to make you understand that this is real. There are millions of virtual assistants all around the world. People work from home. Remote work is now a culture. It's no longer something new. It's been on for years, in case you don't know. So that you don't go doubting, is this real or is this not real? Now, let me tell you why businesses hire virtual assistants. Number one, if you start making application, look for startup companies. What do I mean by startup companies? Companies that are less than 3 years, 2 years in operation, 4 years, 1 year in operation. Why are you going for them? They are looking for a way to cut costs because they are just startup. Okay, some have not even made broken even. They are just starting. So these are startups mostly, even people that are above the startup stage, look for virtual assistant because it is easier. You don't need to start paying for welfare, what's it called, staff welfare. You don't need to start putting on physical structure. People run billions of dollar businesses online from their homes. Now, in case you don't know, so now one of the advantages or one of the reasons why they are looking for us is that it is cost effective to work with virtual assistants. You don't need to start paying for staff package, welfare, medical debt, and all of that. But there are some of the virtual assistant jobs that comes with that benefit, okay, but not all. But mostly you'll be getting, if you're working as a freelancer, you are going to be getting more of freelancing contract and all of that. So companies want to hire you because you are far cheaper for them. They don't need to start, they don't need to start erecting physical structures to keep workers all in the same place. You can work from anywhere you are, and that makes it cost effective for them. So I want you to know that you are a hot cake. There are businesses spanning up every day. Businessmen, businesswomen, they need you to assist them in their businesses. Okay. Now, another thing, explaining the types of work we have. Now, the kind of job you could be getting as a virtual assistant. Now, I'm talking about types of work. It could be a hybrid. What do I mean by hybrid? When you hear hybrid type of work, hybrid simply means some people in the company could be in your location. They want you to work 2 days from home or 2 days in the office and 3 days remotely. Okay, that is hybrid type of job. Some virtual assistants you may be getting maybe hybrid, but hybrid is location dependent. So you need to be in the same location so that those days you go to the office, you can go there. Number two, there's full time. I'm among those, luckily, I got a full time, but still full time freelancing virtual assistant job. I've been doing for years now. You can get a full time, meaning that you're working for this company fully. You are not contracted. You are not do this and that's the end of the contract. Some of us may be having contract-based virtual assistant jobs. You do this for them for a period of 1 month, and that's it. They pay you and you go off. Some will hire full-time. You're going to be working for them as a full-time staff every day, Monday to Friday. You are going to be online doing their jobs, doing their beats until you are done for the day. Okay, so these are kind of jobs you'll be seeing: full-time jobs, contract jobs, hybrid jobs. It all depends on whichever one. Now, I want you to understand who a freelancer is. A freelancer is someone who works independently. Your own is to just take some contracts, deliver it, and you go. For example, if I'm an for example, some of the AI automation jobs during I think last week I got a job. It's a contract. To build the contract is basically for me to build AI, to use AI, as an auto posting on Instagram. Like I built the workflow using AI, and that workflow, I kind of do it in such a way that so time 4 times a day automatically Instagram on their Instagram pages, posts are being, the post an Instagram post comes up on their pages with no one being there, just automatically. So I used a platform called In to make that happen, and their post comes automatically every 4 hours daily. Okay, so these are things that can be a contract. It was a contract. I did it for them. You pay me, and that's the end. So you can be getting contracts as a virtual assistant, or you can be it can be a full time. You are doing it full time for their company. Like the job we reviewed is a full time job. They want you to consistently to work with them. So these are the kind of jobs you are going to be getting. So know this and know that it is like this. It could either be a full time, hybrid, or a contract. So that's who a freelancer is. Then a full time worker, you are working for the company. Like if you're fully employed in the company. Now, freelancing, you are not fully employed, you don't have employee benefits. Some of us could be freelancers, you can also be a full-time freelancer. You don't have employee. All they do is to pay you how much you agreed with them hourly. No benefits comes with it, but you are a full-time freelancer. Okay, it's now the contract could be years, the contract could be months, but you are a freelancer contractor. So they just pay you for that, your hourly rate. They don't have anything to do with in terms of your health cost and all of that. Then you can also be a full-time staff, okay? Virtual assistant staff. What it means is that you are fully integrated into the company. You have all the employee benefits, health benefits, and all of that, but you are still working remotely. Do we understand these differentiations? I want you to understand this, okay? But you're still working remote. You're a full-time employee. You have all the employee benefits, but they don't need you to come to the office. The company could be in the UK, US, Canada, Australia, South Africa, but you are to work from your home. So that is the kind of jobs you are going to be coming across, okay? Now, someone asking, can we have more than a job? That is one good thing about being a freelancer. Now, if you're a staff virtual assistant, you may sign I think we call it NOA, non NDA, also non-disclosure agreement. You may not have the opportunity, the flexibility to have different jobs, except you are hiding and doing it. If you are a full-time virtual assistant staff with a company, okay? Now you can have more than one job. Yes. In fact, let me tell you guys, when I started, I had friends that were flexing muscles with who has more jobs, who has that. So yes, if you're a freelancer, you are free. You can have so long as you can do it. Please don't take more than what you can do. Don't try that. Make sure that every job you take, you can deliver it. You can have 3 jobs at once. For the time I was running 5 jobs, I wanted to go crazy. Okay. I think on some were contracts, I finished it and I kept to my limit what I can do. Okay. So, but I don't have strength for that again. It was then we started just having one child, 2 kids. It's easier for you than when there are more. So yes, to answer your question, why Wayne Murambid, yes, you can. So let's continue. So what really do virtual assistants do? What do they really do? Okay. What do virtual assistants really do? Virtual assistants perform a wide range of tasks depending on the client's needs. These include managing emails, scheduling appointments, entering data, organizing files, handling customer support, preparing documents, attending virtual meetings, and updating online platforms. Okay, as VAs grow, they can specialize in specific niches. Okay, as you grow, you specialize in specific niches. I've told you about niches could be specialization. We're still going to come to VA niches. Okay, now those questions, hold on, it's taking me back. Let me just continue. So now, what note, please note here that they said virtual assistant performed a wide range of tasks depending on the client's needs. Now, circle that place, needs, client needs. So whatever you are going to be doing going forward after this training as a virtual assistant depends on your client's needs, on your client's industry. What am I trying to say? I am training you generally to be able to cater for any clients that comes your way. But predominantly what you do depends on what the clients do. Now you may be wondering, now I want you to understand that as a virtual assistant, the main tool you are going to be working with is a software application. Your office is software. You know the way that when you go to a physical office, you can be on your desk and your boss comes and gives you a paper, like a document. Please, I want you to proofread this document. I want you to type them. I want you to do all of that. He comes to your desk and gives you that instruction. But in this aspect, there is no physical connection between you and your boss, your clients, or your co-workers. There is no physical connection. The only connection you have are software applications. For example, it is a software that is connecting me and you. Okay, this is where we are learning remotely as opposed to classroom learning. Do you understand? In the classroom, your teacher can share some handouts, but here I can't give it to you physically. I am showing it to you. I can send it to you on a soft as a soft copy on WhatsApp, email, or whatsoever. Do you guys understand? So there is no physical connection between you and your client. Majorly, what you do as a virtual assistant revolves around software applications, working with software applications. That brings me to a term called tech savvy. My YouTube name is, please, before I go further, do what to subscribe. Please subscribe to this channel because there's a lot of things you are going to be learning from here, a lot of updates, future trainings, and everything. And hit on the notification button so that whenever classes start, you'll be notified. Please do that for me. Just take a minute to do that for me. It will really go a long way to help us. Okay. Subscribe now, hit the notification button, like this video, and let's continue. So, this is what brings you and I together. Okay, please, how long will this class hold? It is 2 hours. When it is 10 p.m., we are done. 10 in my time. Those that started at 10 p.m., their time done by 12. 2 hours is enough. It's not too much to sacrifice for what we are going to be learning. We are still going to come to practicals. We're going to do formulas on spreadsheets and all of that. A lot of things. Go through Facebook. We are going to be seeing reviews. I'm not just whatever we are doing. It's not. I'm not the one speaking for myself, but go through our student reviews and see what impact this class has done to them. Things that they don't know. We are still going to come to operating system. Yes. So we're still going to come to operating. Just stay with me and you enjoy it. Please let me know in the comment section if you are understanding me, if I am flowing. Am I coming down to a beginner level? Are my terms beginner friendly? Please let me know because I like carrying people from the foundation. I like carrying people from the scratch so that you can understand. Please let me know, is it understandable enough for a beginner? Are you grabbing something? Am I making sense? Please do what to subscribe. I will really, really appreciate that. And also Facebook, follow, try to engage. These are things that encourage us to continue to do more and more. Please, it's just a plea. So that's okay. Thank you. They say so far my teaching is good. Thank you so much. It is beginner friendly. I hope you understand it. If you have been confused about who a virtual assistant is, I hope I'm able to make it clearer to you with all these examples and everything. So I was talking about the term tech savvy. Tech savvy. Tech savvy. As a virtual assistant, you have to be what is called a tech savvy. Who is a tech savvy? It's just someone who is able to learn new softwares, new tools. When I talk about tools, just know it is software applications. Now, if you don't know what software application is, YouTube is a software application. There are things, software are things that you cannot touch. Okay. Unlike hardware, we have what is called software and hardware. Hardware example, for a virtual assistant, the hardware that I have with me now, my laptop is a hardware. This my laptop is a hardware. This earphone, this headphone is a hardware. I can touch it, okay. But the software that I'm teaching you with, I can't touch it. It is software. This we are streaming. I'm not just on YouTube alone. I am streaming. I'm streaming with an app. I am streaming. Is a software. So your office is software. So you have to be a tech savvy. A tech savvy is just someone who is able to navigate through different tools, who is able, when you open any software application, you know where to go for. How can someone be calling the group? Oh my goodness. Who is calling in the group? How can somebody be making a call in the group? Who is doing this? Please, the class is going on. Why is there a call here? Why is there a call? Can you please join the class? Who made this? Who started this call? Please don't do that.
Please, I would like you to send the link. The link.
Look at the link here. The link is in the group. Excuse me, guys. Please let me settle this. I don't know why people are on a call. They are calling, and I know you all received the notification.
I joined the call because the link is not sent there. It's not going through, and I feel the form.
This is the link to the class. We are live now.
Ma?
I have just sent the link in the group. Please join the class.
Okay, let me check.
Please, every other person should leave this call. I don't know who initiated this call. If I find out, I'm going to remove that person. Please, this is not good. Please, if you are here, leave this call, please. I don't know who initiated this call. And there's no way I can stop it. Is that how WhatsApp? Oh my goodness. Now I will get the initiator of this call. So guys, I'm so sorry. So you must be a tech savvy. You must be a tech savvy. Like, you'll be able to look at tools and software applications and quickly learn it, because you are going to be learning a lot of tools. You need to just learn it and understand how to use it, even if you're not a pro, but just know how to navigate through software applications. That is your office. Software applications, different softwares, Google Sheet, Excel, Microsoft Teams, depending on which one your client uses. So now brings me to whatever software you're going to be working with, whatever tools you're going to be working with as a virtual assistant, depends on your client's needs, what your client does. So what am I trying to say in essence? Now, as a virtual assistant, we support clients from different background. What do I mean by different background? Different industries. You're virtually an assistant. The job you applied, you heard what that person said. I think he said they are a something company. Whatever they do, it's what you are going to align with. Your tax will align with. Okay. Now, if it's a real estate company, just know that as a virtual assistant, the tools, the softwares you're going to be working with are in line with real estate. For example, it could be that they are using Landlord Vision for those that are familiar with the UK, Landlord Vision, Zillow for the US market. I also trained as a real estate VA. I have a lot of training that I've done in the past. Like, I don't just stay at a place. I don't hesitate to upskill. I don't hesitate to pay for trainings that will add value to me. So I want you to imbibe that spirit, because that is what has helped me to earn how much I've earned on Upwork today. I'm a top rated. Go and research about who a top rated Upwork freelancer is. So I don't hesitate. Value is very important. So I am also a real estate VA. If I don't have all those knowledge, I won't be here teaching you. If I tell you, if I start teaching you things that I know, you'll be marveled. Just because I don't just relax. I want, in fact, I want the best out of everything I do. That is me naturally. So I want you to imbibe that. So what am I trying to say? If your client, let's say you apply for that job, and the industry the client door has or is into is real estate, just bear in mind that the softwares, as you are as you're auditioning for VA roles, bear in mind that you're auditioning in order to use different softwares to work for the client. Okay, so just know that that client, you are going to be um, 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 encountering platforms like Zillow, Airbnb, if it's a real estate company, short stay company, service accommodation company, Airbnb, Zillow, Booking.com. Do you guys understand? If you've heard about Airbnb, it's a place where people come and book rooms where they stay. So just know that an idea is that these platforms, you'll be able to know how to log onto these platforms, respond to inquiries, future guest inquiries, accept those you can accept, upload pictures. Do you understand? Do you understand the narrative I'm trying to bring here? That's what you're going to be doing. So just bear it at the back of the mind that whatever industry your client is into are the tools you are going to encounter. So you never know what tools, but we have a general tool that every client uses, which is what I'm going to be teaching you here. Okay. So now your clients could be an e-commerce, could be into e-commerce. We all know with e-commerce or e-commerce, whichever one, but you know what I'm trying to talk about. E-commerce. English is not my first language. So e-commerce, your clients could be into e-commerce. We'll talk about e-commerce. Now we're talking about Jumia, Temu. This Temu you're saying, it's an e-commerce industry. Your clients could have a shop. I don't know if Temu gives. Yes, I think they give portals. They give dashboards to people to upload their goods, and they connect you with them and all of that. So your client could have either a dashboard or have a space to advertise their products. Now, if your client is into e-commerce, your job, you could be working on uploading those pictures. When you log on to Temu, you select, you search, and it brings out, and you select what you want. So some of your job could be posting those pictures for clients to select. Some of your job could be responding to inquiries. Some of your job could be, bookings, taking bookings. It all depends on your job description and what your client does. So when we talk about e-commerce, we're talking about Temu, Shopify, we're talking about Jumia, Konga. I don't know if Jumia and Konga is in other African countries, but here in Nigeria, I know about Jumia, I know about Konga, I know about eBay. eBay is worldwide. As I don't know if it's in Africa, but eBay is an international e-commerce platform. You'll be talking about eBay. So imagine a client posts a job and is into e-commerce. Requirements or that he'll be looking for is a virtual assistant who knows how to use Shopify, eBay, and all of that. And the good news is that if you're tech savvy, you don't need to be afraid. So don't be afraid. I'm going to put you through and show you how you can go through all of this. All they need is someone that is smart. You can learn tools as soon as possible. That's just what they need. Now, let me tell you a secret. If Don't always be shivering when you see the client say that I need someone that knows how to use Shopify and knows how to. Don't always be afraid. What I always do is transfer. Okay, Nicholas Otibo, please repeat for me to understand better. So, what in particular don't you understand? Nicholas says, I understand. And then he said, please repeat for me to understand. Nicholas, can you tell me what you don't? Guys, do you understand this narrative I'm talking about? I am talking about whatever you do as a virtual assistant depends on your client's need. Nicholas, what is it that you don't understand? Someone said, why don't you log the group? The group is locked, but someone started a call. Let me see if permission. Okay, I didn't give that permission. So I guess anyone can start a call. Or probably do I leave? This is the link to the class. We are live now. Please join. Though I didn't post on Facebook. I hope Facebook people, those are relying on Facebook. Nicholas. Okay, people say they understand. So let me just write on. Okay. Facebook. Sorry guys. Um, okay, so I forgot Facebook. I usually post the link on Facebook. Please continue. Yes, so you do the job depending on client needs at the moment. So now you do that job depending on client's needs, okay? But there is a general tool that brings you together. Communication tools, video conferencing tools, data entry tools, word documentation tools. These are general tools in particular that you need to know. So let's continue with what we are talking about. You dey enter.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's look at, I hope I've been able to explain this to you. So now, virtual assistants, who hire virtual assistants? I just talked about that. Virtual assistants are hired by entrepreneurs, small and large business owners, coaches. For example, I am a coach. I have my own VA. Her name is Kende. So what Kende will be doing depends on the tools. You see her sometimes moderating the WhatsApp group, removing people that violated whatever it is, adding people, updating the group, and all of that. So because these are platforms that I use, she knows how to use them and do things that I need her to do. Okay, so that is what it is. So coaches, consultants, e-commerce store owners, real estate companies, tech startups, even for tech startups, your job could be onboarding, your job could be coordinating people, coordinating projects, and busy professionals. Clients hire VAs to free up time. They're hiring you to free up time and focus on what matters. Reduce operational cost. I talked about this, and focus on business growth. So now let's look at major clients a virtual assistant needs. The most important gadget for a virtual assistant is a computer or laptop. Now, other essential tools include a stable internet connection, a headset like this. It's noise cancelling. Go for noise cancelling. If you don't know which one to buy or don't know where to buy and you need it, you let me know. Noise cancelling, I'm using Logitech. For meetings, a smartphone or communication and backup, and a reliable power source. Underline power source. Among others, the laptop is the primary tool that the virtual assistant uses. Now, power source. I usually elaborate more on this virtual assistant needs later on in the class, but let me just elaborate. Now, power source. Me now, I'm a Nigerian. It's a known fact that we are having, although where I live, I do have light. Like, I have light at least 18, 19 hours a day. I do have most, my part is, I do have like more than most parts. Okay, there's places they do have 24. I don't know if there's a places that we have 24 hours here. It could be quarters, it could be like, this Air Force quarters and all of that. But on a normal civilian area, at least my area is among those that do have light. Okay, so here now I have a generator for backup. So some of us that are from African countries that don't have 24 hours electricity, you need a backup. The essence is that you can't have a meeting with you can't have an interview and not show up. Remember that in what we're doing, your major source of connection is your laptop, your internet is what connects you with your client. It's not like a physical office that you can dress up and go for interview, or you can, show up just like that physically, but you're showing up. This is what your showing up looks like. So you need to have a power source. If your area don't have light, please get a generator. Yes. Or you can get a solar power pack or whatever that you can always use later. Okay. Or you can have an inverter. But a generator, it's for us that in Nigeria, a generator is okay. A small generator that can just power your laptop and this. And with 2 liters of fuel, we are good to go. It's cost effective, it's better. Okay, or you can get a solar panel. If you know you have the money for that, go ahead. If your area don't have light, please be prepared, but I will hit more on this part. There are many things I still need to speak on this when we get to the skills of a virtual assistant. Please. Now for phone, I'm seeing questions about phone. For this training, you are just starting up. Your phone is fine, perfect, use it. That's what you have. Okay, use your phone. Even there are chat jobs that you can do with phone, but phone can take you to an extent. But let me tell you, if you are ready, get a laptop. That's all I have to tell you. The laptop is non-negotiable. Yes, you can start with your phone. Yes, all through this training, you can do everything we're doing with your phone, but you cannot compare the should I say the easiness working with a laptop to a phone. They are non-comparable. Laptop is the best for you to use. But if that is where you what you have, please go on with it. I don't like seeing limitations. Me now, please, my nickname is no limitations. I don't like somebody seeing limitations in what they are doing. Now, let me tell you, the only reason why you need a laptop is that software applications, some are compatible with, in fact, most some are not compatible with phone. Meaning that there's even when they are compatible, there are some options, there are some tasks, there are some things that you may want to do that a phone cannot do for you. Okay, so that is why you need a laptop. When we talk about compatibility, some softwares are majorly developed for desktop. What I mean by desktop, it could be your desktop, it could be your laptop, whatever. Okay, so mobile version could not really function well, or you can see some things, you will not see some things. So, but yes, you can start with your phone. But as you're starting with your phone, work towards getting a laptop. Okay. Now, another thing I want to talk about is if a laptop is far fetched for you, continue with your phone. Why did I say continue with your phone? With your phone, you can make applications. With your phone, you can, do interviews. Now, one good thing is that most of these clients, me, I've been a beneficiary. A client sent, oh, your internet is slow, please get a router. When I started initially, sent money, go and get a router. So many people, clients buy them laptop. If you are lucky, your company, that's why I said start with your phone. Don't be discouraged because you don't have a laptop. Your phone is the foundation, not really a foundation, it's the starting point because that's what you have. If you have a laptop, that's great. Why they say start with phone, you can apply for a job, interview for a job, and luckily your clients can give out laptops. There's so many people that companies have given out laptops to. Okay, so start with your phone, but as you're starting with your phone, work towards getting a laptop. Now, that takes me to what if when I get a job or something that I need to do that a phone cannot do? Do you have cyber cafe? In here, we call it cyber cafe. I don't know what they call it in your country, but it's like a shop that you go to. They have computers, you can pay and use it for some time. So this is what I advise to my this is one advice I give to my students. You can start with your phone. When you have such tasks, if you don't have anyone to borrow a laptop from, go to a cyber cafe, pay for 2 hours, 1 hour, get the tax done, deliver it, and continue. The more you get paid, save up and buy a laptop. Please, now there was a time I got a student. I'm not mocking anybody. Me, I am a religious person. Should I say religious? No, I'm a Christian. I don't like using the word religious because if you're talking about religious people, it could be people that are extremists. It could be people that they just bear the name religion, but they don't really follow the right. I don't know. Let me don't. I don't like condemning people, but I'm a Christian and I believe in God. I believe in the Bible. I'm a Catholic. But why am I talking about this now? I had a student. Hey God, she got her first job, and lo and behold, that first job paid her. She paid her about, was it $200 or $300, which is far enough to get a laptop. My brothers and sisters, she took that money to the church. I'm not saying don't give to the church, but apply wisdom in whatever you do. Laptop was what she needed. She got that job with a phone. Okay, now it needed a laptop to continue. She was paid. I think she used my laptop to do it, and she was paid that first cert, that first set. Okay, she used her. Okay, she had a laptop, but it was faulty. She need to change it. It was not working properly, so she got that first money. And I told her, okay, that's good. So go get a laptop. She said, okay, guys, I never knew. Oh, beware of fake pastors, fake prophets, people that are fake. Christ is real. Christianity is real, God is real, but you have to be wise. People will pray on you in the name of God. So you need to be wise in whatever you do. So I don't know how she was brainwashed. I don't know how they told her to give the whole first. You can give your first seed though, but you give your first seed when you are balanced. Okay? You cannot give your first seed. My dear brothers and sisters, she took the whole money to the pastor. This is money should have used part of it to buy a laptop. Then you can give the rest to God, in appreciation. I believe that whenever I make any money, I give God. You understand? But wisdom, they say wisdom is more profitable to direct. Even God self will be like, because the person you are giving it to, how are you sure he even knows this God? that we are talking about. So to cut the long to I didn't see anything wrong with that because she believes she can get more, which is also good. Okay. Yes, I keyed in her faith as well. But what made me mad, should I use that word mad, is that that same her pastor didn't have anything doing. He was just, he didn't have anything doing. And the brother to this lady, due to she got a job, she brought her brother in. Her brother got a job. They attended my classes. And doing that, their pastor, he was praying for them and the prayer was working. Okay, they said, okay, let him join the class. People of God, do you know that this pastor did not attend the class for one day? He just joined the first day, and after that, I didn't see him again. What is my business? Then that particular section was a paid section. He didn't attend it. And this was the same pastor that she gave her first money that she was supposed to use and get a laptop to. Of course, the student, he has children and they have needs. So he has to pay the children's school fees, which is good for him. It's also good for him. But now, the main thing here is that her laptop packed up, that particular laptop. And as it packed up, clients are not waiting for you because number one, they are not seeing you physically. So they don't know if you're working or not. It is your results that speaks for you. Submitting what they are, and actually that was an eBay job, e-commerce job. Oh God, certain pictures and posting and all of that. It was something that required you to be active. Her laptop packed up. She couldn't walk, I think, for 2 days before she could come back. No communication with the client. The job, that was how she lost that job. This, and when this started, she got a job that even me that taught them, I've never got. I was so happy, like, oh goodness. That job, she was paid, I think, $15 per hour. She was working 40 hours a week. This was a gold mine. I told her the job is good. That is why you should invest that first money, get a laptop, and then continue. You can always give to, there's more to come. You can always give to your pastor, give to the church. Is good. So, but that's just what I want you to understand, the essence of laptop, why you need it, why you need all of this. And in everything you do, apply wisdom. Please, I'm a Christian and I don't go against Christianity. Please understand me. I'm a Christian. God is real. God has been real in my own life. In fact, when I started my journey, I'm a Catholic. There's this divine mercy prayer every 3 o'clock. I pray it every day while looking for a job, and it helps me. It's got me a job. But you need to apply wisdom in everything you do, so that you don't just there's this adage in my language, "Kwala katero kaki," like you just go and wash your hand. All this chicken and fowl. You know how they like some, all this palm and palm nuts and all of that. You don't just sit down and break it and give to them to eat. If they're able to get it, it could be that it fell off. You understand? So you don't just waste your time in doing things. Let's just apply wisdom. So now let's go over. Let's just continue what we're saying. We're in a class, is an interactive section. After everything, we deviate and we excuse me, guys. Continue. So major gadgets the virtual assistant needs. Excuse me. So a power source, laptop, and everything. So if your phone cannot do what you want to do, go to a cyber cafe. Okay, someone say, please, what can we use? Okay, Franca said a hub is better. Yes, there's a hub. There are some people, like here in Port Harcourt, there are some places that they offer, like you can come as a virtual, as a remote worker, stay there, pay and work. There's steady light. So if you don't have light, you can do that. Some of these hubs also offer you a laptop to use or a desktop to use. So yes, a hub is okay. That's good. Thank you. Please, what can we use in replacement of Airtel and MTN and the likes? They have their own shenanigans. Yes. So you can either get a router now. Though we'll still get to that part, but I advise you to, instead of using your phone to, as a Wi-Fi, instead of you connecting, recharging your phone and connecting it, get a router. There's what we call a router. So I am using a router. This is what I'm using for my internet connection is MTN router. I use a router. I use MTN router. If you use your phone alone, it could be disturbing you. So use a router. I hope we all know what a router is. Although we will still come to this part of this. That's why I said I will elaborate more on this later on. You can use a router. There's also Fiber One. There's another company called Fiber One. There's Starlinks. Starlink is for the big boys. You want to bam bam, you go for Starlink. You want to chill with the big boys, you go for Starlink. Starlink is like $200 to acquire, and monthly subscription like 37,000. So my dear, you're just starting. Forget Starlinks. Just get a router. There's also a Wi-Fi, a mini one. It's smaller. I have it. I started with this. I started with my phone. Then I got a Wi-Fi. Then I went to a router. Wi-Fi. There's Airtel. There's MTN. But MTN is so far. MTN is but me now as a freelancer, I have both Airtel. I have Airtel router. I have Airtel Wi-Fi. I have MTN. Just have three different networks in case one is mad. You quickly switch to the other. Okay, you quickly people without laptop. Okay, you can use your phone. You know why I said now if you're using your phone to connect, so a call could come in and that's the end. If you are working on something, that call obstructs the internet connection. But if you have a router, there's no call coming into the router. It's always dispensing internet for you. Okay, so let's just continue. We have very important something to discuss before it's over. So major gadgets, we'll talk about major gadgets. What is a computer? So let's look at what is a computer. A computer is an electronic device that receives instructions, processes information, and produces results. In simple terms, a computer is a smart machine that helps you type documents, send emails, attend online meetings, browse the internet, and store information. It follows command given by the user. As a virtual assistant, you need to understand what a computer is. Okay, it's an electronic device that receives instructions, processes information, and produces results. Now, there's a computer in this phone. When we talk about computer, it's not just always a desktop. There's a computer in this phone, there's a computer in your laptop, there's a computer in your desktop. Do you understand that? So it's just in simple term, a computer is a smart machine that helps you type documents, send emails. With a computer, you can do all of this. So there's a laptop. You guys need to understand the difference. I'm using my laptop. We all know what a laptop is. We know what who doesn't know what a desktop is? Let me show you a laptop. Please, it is important you understand all of this. These are basic things. A laptop. So let me share my screen now so that you guys can see what a laptop is. No, let me not show it here. Let me show it here. Laptop. So you guys know the difference between a laptop. So this is a laptop now. We all know a laptop. Now, then this is a desktop. Desktop is the so this is a desktop. You guys can see it. Is a normal like computer setting that we all know about. When we hear about computer, this is what comes to our mind. The one a laptop now has an inbuilt keyboard. Its keyboard is on the body. It has everything on it. Okay, but a desktop sometimes come with a desktop, it's just a monitor. Some a desktop, it has a monitor. There's a monitor is different. The monitor is different. That's like the screen. There's a monitor. There's this the CPU. You guys can see here. Just look at this now. A full setting. You see the keyboard is different. You can see it is the keyboard, but the laptop has the keyboard inbuilt. The keyboard is attached differently. There's a CPU, which is central processing unit. The I think UPS, that's like when the light goes off. If you're using a desktop now, if you don't have money for a laptop, you can just get this desktop setting. Okay, if you don't have money for a laptop, if your laptop is more costly, please get a desktop. Okay, get a CPU. You can get a second hand, get a monitor, get a keyboard. If it's more cheaper for you, just get them, set them up in your house if you can't get a laptop. Now, we're still going to come to what kind of laptop you should buy. So now, there's a UPS. UPS is just the ability for the monitor to be on when the light goes off. But with a laptop, there's a battery, so it stays except it is not charged. I hope you understand this difference. So all this has computer in them. Now let's move over to. Let me just let you guys know I'm at home and you're going to be hearing my kids' voice. At a point, I'm going to be like, I'm in a class, leave me alone. So that's how we roll here. So you guys understand. And be more. That's what you should expect from me always and often. So now we have talked about these why laptops are good, Clients prefer who use laptop. Most business tools application function best on laptop. Why laptop is best? I've talked about this. Why laptop is best is that most business tools and applications functions best on laptop compared to mobile devices. I've talked about this. Now, what is a computer language? This computer you are using, you need to understand that it doesn't understand the language that you and I speak. It does not speak and I speak. Kindly check on the keys to reduce the noise in the background. The person saying this, I appreciate that noise because that means they are not spoiling anything. There's nothing out of the ordinary they are doing. So please bear with me, okay? I have my kids with me for now. Chinua, okay? So bear with me. That noise, I know that this kind of noise we don't worry about. But when there's you need to worry. I'll soon take them. Okay, hold on. It's time to go to bed. Okay, so guys, as I was saying, what is computer? What is computer language? Computer language instructions refers to the way instructions are given to a computer. While humans use spoken or written language, computers understand commands through programming, instructions, and binary systems. When we talk about binary systems, it's just the thing there is that the computer understands ones and zero. See, anything you are typing into the computer, it's understanding it as one and zero. Okay, the only thing there's a translator, there's something that translates it to it. Like if I'm typing what, there's something that translates it to the computer as in ones and zeros. So the computer does not really understand this our normal thing, but there's something that translates it to it. Okay, there's something that translates it to the computer. Now, when you click icons, type on keyboard, or open applications, the operating system translates your actions into a language that the computer understands. So the operating system is responsible for the functionality. Your computer functioning is because of your laptop desktop functioning is because of the operating system. Now, what is operating system? Operating system is the main software that controls a computer's functions. It allows users to interact with the computer and run applications. Do you understand? Operating system is the main software that controls a computer functions. It allows users to interact with the computer and run applications. Without an operating system, a computer cannot function. If there's no operating system on your computer, on your laptop, on your whatever, it cannot function. Now, the OS, operating system or OS, acts as a bridge between the user and the hardware. Okay, I hope you understand. It's because of an operating system that when you press A, when you press R on your keyboard, there's a response you are getting. It is because of the operating system. Okay, it's because of the operating system. Okay, now let's look at the common types of operating system. We all hear about it, but we don't know it is an operating system. Now, the common types of now you need to understand, please, this is very important because you are going to be coming across this. What Windows do you use? Clients will ask you, I want Windows 11, I want this, I want that. So please pay very good attention to this. I don't need to overthink it, but just understand that it's because there's an operating system in your computer, in your laptop, or in your system. That is why it is functioning. Without an operating system, you are having an empty hardware that when you press, nothing will respond to you. Okay, so the common operating system. Now, I know I'm taking my time to take you through this intro to computer basics, because you need to understand the basics as a virtual assistant. You are into tech, but just that you are into the non-coding aspect of tech. Do you guys understand? So you are a tech babe now, you're a tech guy, but just that you are not coding. Do you understand it? So you need to know these basics. You don't need to go and know the you know, all of that. So now the common types of operating system. The most common type of operating system includes Windows. We all hear about Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Android, and there's another one, Android, and there's another one, Unix. Although Unix is not very common. Then we also have iOS. Now let's look at this now. Windows and Mac OS are for laptops and desktop. So what do I mean? You find this type of operating system on laptops and desktops, Windows and Mac. When we talk about Mac, Windows, we know what Windows. When you hear Windows, just know that it's an operating system developed by Microsoft. Microsoft is a software company. Now, in every production, there are companies that does different types of production. Now, for example, when we talk about skincare, you hear of Joy, Nivea, and all of that. These are, I don't know if the name of the company or the owner of Nivea, the name is Nivea, but it's a product. In every line, there's a product. There are people, there are companies that produces it. So when it comes to softwares, when it comes to operating system, we have Windows, there's Google, there's Windows. Different, they deal with software applications. They produce software for us to use. Okay. So now for laptops and desktops, the software, the operating system that you see mostly are Mac and Windows. Windows is produced by Microsoft. Mac OS, Mac operating system, that's where you have about the Apple laptop, Apple products, and all of that. That is where uh, this thing. Okay, Kali Kali is mostly for cybersecurity. So I'm talking about Kali. Kali Linux is for cybersecurity type. All these things, they have different things that they are used for. So we're talking about Windows. Windows, Microsoft, Mac OS developed by um developed by Apple, the Apple company. They developed Mac OS. Now there's one developed by Google, but it's no longer that functional. Google developed their own desktop and laptop operating system, but it's no longer that functional. I can't remember the name, but it's no longer that functional. So when we talk about your laptop, when you hear Windows, they're talking about laptop or desktop operating system. When you hear about Mac OS, it's Apple. It's also a laptop, but it's for Apple. Now we all know the usual thing we call Android. When it comes to phone, we all hear about Android. We all know Android is very popular. Let me use Android as an example to us. When we hear about Android phones, Android is just the operating system of the phone. It's not really the phone make, it's just the operating system. It's just what makes that phone when you press it, or it responds. That is the operating system. It's Android. Android is very popular. Okay. Now iOS, that's the iPhone own, that's for the iPhone. When you talk, when another type of operating system for phones, I've talked about laptop, I'm talking about phones now. For phones, iPhone, that's their own operating system. iOS is the Apple phone, that's their own operating system. Okay, so Android is not the company or the phone or whatever. It's like the operating system, what makes it function. When you talk about Nokia phone, Itel, all those uses Android operating system. Okay, but Apple has their own operating system. Okay, I hope you understand that. Am I making sense? Can someone tell me that? Am I making sense? Blackberry is outdated. Can someone tell me if I'm making sense? Am I making sense, please?
Yes, ma, you do.
Okay. So why Android and iOS are used on smartphones and tablets. For virtual assistants, Windows is the most widely accepted operating system because it's compatible with so many software applications. That's why Windows is the most widely. But if you have a Mac, it is perfect, it is fine. Now, but it's just that Windows has been there and it's more compacting. Now you guys know the difficulties with iPhone, accessing some softwares and all of that. Now what is Windows 11? Windows 11 is the latest version of Microsoft Windows operating system. Okay. Now, when we talk about version, operating system has versions. If you see your phone now, some Android has, I think, version, I think nine, different versions. Now, most clients prefer Windows 11 if you are using a Windows operating system. If your laptop uses a Windows operating system like HP is a laptop brand, is a brand. Hackett Packet is a brand. HP, there's Mac, there's different types of laptop brands. Now we're talking about brands, the hardware. We're talking about the hardware, the brands. Okay, so when Hackett Packet produces, that is HP, they come together with Microsoft and uses their operating system on their laptop. So now let's talk about laptop brands. We have Dell, there's Acer, ACER, I think that's how it's pronounced. Different types of it, but Windows and HP is the most widely used. Okay, so if you have access to buy, although we'll still come to the types of laptop you can buy. I have a video on that. Okay, so Windows 11 is the latest version of the Microsoft Windows operating system. It offers a modern interface, improved speed, better security, and enhanced compatibility with professional tools used by businesses worldwide. So there's more compatibility with it, with Windows 11. So most times, job description, they will say they need a virtual assistant with Windows 11. Now, one of the reasons is security updates. Whenever there's a new version that comes, there's an update. Please, if you're using Windows 11, go and upgrade. If you're about to buy a laptop, buy at least Windows 11. If you're using Windows 10, go and upgrade. Windows 11 is the best because very soon, I think they've stopped giving support to Windows 11. Microsoft have stopped, I think so, or Windows 7, they've stopped with Windows 7, Windows 10, they've also stopped as well. So it means that your system could be vulnerable because the operating system is outdated. So Windows 11 now, clients will specify they want Windows 11. Okay, they want Windows 11. Windows 11 is the latest version, the latest operating system by Microsoft. Okay, so using Windows 11 increases a virtual assistant employability and professionalism. It shows you're professional, it shows you're security conscious, it shows that you know what is up to date. So if you don't know how to check your the version of your operating system, there's a video on that. I'm going to send that video, or we'll do it if we have time. I'm going to show you how to simply check it. Now, I will simply show you how to simply check that. So why do clients prefer Windows 11? Clients prefer, okay, I've thought about this. The devices and operating system explained simply. Every device needs an operating system to function. Laptops and desktops use Windows or Mac OS, while smartphones use Android or iOS. Understanding how devices and operating system works helps virtual assistants confidently use their tools and troubleshoot basic issues. Now, a final note for this class today is that virtual assistant is a skill-based profession that anyone can learn. You don't require a university degree, you don't require a master's degree. You don't need to be perfect before starting. Just go through the training. When I started, I wasn't very 100% sure, but I wanted something. I just moved with the consistency. The only assurance I needed was the training I went through and practice what I was taught. That's all you need. You need to build confidence with consistency and practice the tools that you were taught. You can work remotely, serve global clients, and anywhere from in the world. So confidence, start building your confidence today. Confidence comes by practicing. The more you practice, the more you are confident. Okay. So in our next class, we are going to go into full practical. We are going to learn Google Sheet. We're going to do data entry. We are going to use formulas and all of that. So we have come to the end of today's class. Just a few questions and we'll call it a day. Okay. So just few this thing and we are going to go. So do we have questions before we continue? Do we have any question? Please type your questions.
Please, I have a question.
Go ahead.
My question is that my laptop is using Windows 10. If I upgrade it to Windows 11, it won't affect my laptop, right?
Well, it all depends on what you have. If the things you have in it is compatible with Windows 11, it won't affect it. If it is not, it may or it may not. But you need to upgrade. Please go and upgrade. Go and upgrade. Okay? Go and upgrade.
Okay, ma. Thank you.
So, do we have any other question? So, like I promised you guys, 2 hours, even before 2 hours, we are done. So that tomorrow is church. I'm going to church. So, I don't know about you. That's why we need to wrap it up. Any other question? So, I'm going to be dropping a video on how you can check your Windows operating system. Okay. So, I'm just sharing a video to the group. So, this video, watch this video. It shows you how to check your computer's operating system. So, your assignment for today, check your operating system and let us know in the group what your operating system is. So, in the absence of question, thank you so much for your time. You are welcome. Okay, so when our next class will be, our next class is going to be on Monday. We're having 3 times a week: Monday, Wednesdays, Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. If there's any change, the next class, so the next class is Monday. We're going to have Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. If there's any change in time, because some people 10 o'clock, except to move it to 7 p.m. But I'm looking at the possibility of 7 p.m. Those in Ghana, 7 is 6 p.m. So some people may still be at work. So let's just leave it at, or probably we'll do 7:30 to 9:30. That's still 2 hours. So we can do 7:30 to 9:30. But I'm going to announce, but just for now, it is Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. For now, our time is 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. If there's any change in time, I'm going to let you know. So guys, do clients hire a VA with a low budget laptop if it has Windows? Yes, they can hire you. It doesn't matter. If you have Windows 11, it doesn't matter. The main thing is deliver the job and be fast. And sometimes Windows 11 is best. They will just want to know what is your operating system. So yes, they can hire you. Why not? They can. So guys, 8 p.m. is okay. So people are waiting for 8 p.m. That's fine. So 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and we are good. Can we have a video of this class? Definitely. I'm going to post it in the group. Please, a warning. This is like a warning in the group. Beware of anyone who comes to your inbox saying they are sent by me or that I'm the person. I will never come to your inbox except you come and ask me a question or something else, then I respond to you. But on a normal day, I'm not going to come to your inbox. So be careful of, in case you are here, those that are newbies, you are not, just be careful of scammers. Okay, whenever we have a group like this, there are people that have another motive. They are not just here for the training. So be careful with people you interact with. I'm not saying you shouldn't interact, go ahead and interact, but when it comes to being scammed or whatever, please be careful. Know those that come to you in your private chat, and please do not post anything that is irrelevant in that group. I will not hesitate to remove you. I am not going to hesitate, and I will remove you instantly. I don't care, I will remove you. So please, if you're in that group, behave well, conduct well. Let's stick to why we are here. We are here to learn. Don't post your private business in that group, please. Excuse me. Don't post a private business in that group. I beg you in the name of God. Anything at all you should talk about should center around what you have learned in the class. Don't post external links. I will remove you. Okay. One of those who know Windows 11, check your operating system first. Check your version first. I've sent a video in the group. Use that video. Check that and know. Okay. Check that and know which one you have. So I've posted a video on how you can check your operating system and all of that. So guys, thank you so much. Our next class is going to be bomb. Today is just peripheral. Our next class is going to be heat. So do well to join us. And please, I beg you in the name of God, on your social media posts, now, let me tell you guys, from the beginning, start laying a foundation for yourself. Start laying a portfolio for yourself. Talk about what you learned today. Go to your Facebook. On my LinkedIn, guys, I logged in with another device. LinkedIn is very, very strict. People are asking me my LinkedIn, and they felt it was someone trying to, fraudulent activities. I logged another device, a new phone, and all of that. So I'm trying to sort out my LinkedIn, but if it doesn't work, I'm just going to create a new one. LinkedIn is very strict, so you need to be careful what you do with it. So they felt that device is not, like, it's not familiar with them, and I've submitted some appeal and my ID and all of that. So I'm waiting for a response from them. So post on your Facebook, tag me. I'm going to create a new LinkedIn while I wait for the approval. So post on your Facebook and tag us. Very important. You are laying a foundation for yourself. See, clients hire from, they go to, see, let me tell you, most companies before they hire you, they check your social media. You are like building your own portfolio online, showing that you've learned this. It could be in the next 6 months. It is what you posted. I've gotten a job from what I've posted. So start posting, talk about, so give a summary of what you learned today. Tag me, post, make a post that you started this journey and these are what you've learned today. Make a post about it. Tag us. And I bet you are also, ma, please, more explanation on the client need. Nicholas, on the client need, like the job I showed you guys, when I talk about client need, it's just what your client do. Okay, for example, Nicholas, I'm a tutor, I'm a course tutor. Okay, if I employ you now as my VA, what you're going to be doing, my need now, let me say I post videos on YouTube. My need could be for you to design, use Canva and design a flyer that I'll put, a thumbnail that I can use to post my video. So my need now is, at that moment, my need is that flyer. So you use a tool called Canva. So my need equals to what tool you use to work. Do you understand? So my need now is for you to design a flyer for me with Canva. Do you understand? Or my need could be post on my Facebook. My need could be moderate my WhatsApp group, because these are the platforms I'm using to work. Do you get? So that is what I mean by client need. So whatever tool you are going to be working, whatever software you are going to be working with, whatever software you're going to be working with depends on your client need. So when you say, can you give us a legitimate link to download Windows 11? My dear brother and sister, Windows products, Windows whatever, it's not free. Most times, I don't come and give you what I'll give you now, and it's a corrupt link or something. Just carry your laptop, go to those software guys that does it physically, and all of that, they will do it for you. Okay, most of them pay for subscriptions. They some maneuver it, some pay for subscriptions and then share it to you. So just carry your laptop. I'm not giving you a link. It's not me. And tomorrow you not come and say that I gave you something that corrupt you or whatever. So I'm not giving you a link. I'm sorry. Just carry your laptop to those guys. They will upgrade it for you. You hear me? Thank you so much. So, Nicholas, do you understand my explanation? So, whatever you do depends on your client need, your client's industry. I hope I made you understand that. But if you do not understand that, let me know. It's very important that you understand this. Okay, Nicholas, I hope you understand. Okay. So, guys, good night. Thank you so much. Please subscribe, hit the notification button, like and share this video. Follow on Facebook as well, like and share. I have TikTok, but I'm not a Gen Z, so TikTok. Some people are asking me for my TikTok. I'll still, don't worry, I'm coming up. I'll still look at that. I have a TikTok page, well optimized, but um, I can't do all of that, but I'll still look for a way to do it. Okay, guys. So good night, everyone, and have a good night. It's recorded. I'm going to share it in the class in the group. Bye bye. Good night. Please go to church tomorrow if you're a Christian. Good night, guys. Bye.